Hi, welcome back. This is our fourth episode, I believe, of Quiet Quants. I'm currently probably at home posting this for Thanksgiving, which is really exciting. But Thanksgiving is not exciting. It's a horrible holiday. Being home and getting to see my family is what's really exciting. That all being said, I want to talk about the economic forecasting for Black Friday this year. So I talked a little bit about in my previous episode the impacts of Summerween, how we saw $12.2 billion, the extension of Summerween from July all the way through October, and kind of prolonging these holiday periods. While Black Friday is a made-up capitalistic holiday to get consumers to spend more revenue and improve capitalism, it's definitely started to expand. I was intrigued by this topic because I started to notice when I was shopping. I'm not gonna lie, I've been a sucker for the Wicked merch. I've seen that the Black Friday early sales are already starting to appear. And I was curious to see, okay, what is the actual impact of Black Friday then versus now? So in 2000s and 2010, that's gonna be the timeline I'm looking at. So from 2000 to 2010, we are starting to see that there was an average PPI margin index coverage of 3.6, and so that was a decline. There was a decline in the average, and then retail prices started to decline by 1.9%. So that means, okay, the average margins were around 3.6 taken off for spending, and then 1.9% taken off for retail in specifics. So approximately 19% of that annual retail revenue for the holiday seasons was within the Black Friday share. But pre-pandemic, we saw about $648 million being put into retail revenue and profit within Black Friday shopping. Post-pandemic, this all completely shifts and changes. The margins go insane. We started to see from Adobe that it was reported in 2018, well, that's a little bit before pre-pandemic, but that's when online shopping gets introduced, things like that, $6.2 billion in online sales for Black Friday, solely online. In 2024, we see that $10 billion with a 10.2% increase from 2003, strictly in online sales. So clearly online shopping is the way that you're going to spend your money. Companies are going to make profit for Black Friday, and that's why they're starting to utilize these earlier sales. They're starting to see that the more that they access online revenue, online profit consumers faster, the more money that they're going to make. We see that also through Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, and many others that are those break it down, only spend $30 this initial pay, and every month you pay $30. That they brought in a revenue of $686.3 million alone. That's an 8.8% rise from 2003. On average, between Black Friday and Cyber Monday, a consumer spent $650.